I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you mother and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. A combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating a conference with conversational astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the vomit. Hey, ominous as a monster is underneath your pocket.
Marty the Beast.
They've been talking the talk. It's now time to walk the walk. This is the Lighthouse Theater. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time too.
Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound. Sugar. A lot of trash talk. Here we go for round one. Brilliant hook there. Nice counter. That uppercut doesn't get through. Counter punching. Punch is beginning to take its toll. Has settled into their seats. They are ready to see something special at this amazing venue.
For a fighter walking into a theatre, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym. Because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Let's see if they go to the body. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Crawford in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode.
I need you to win this round.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to cut you off.
Counterfighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Straight right just misses. Defense there on the left uppercut. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Beautiful Powerful counter shot. That uppercut's blocked. Good counter punch. That uppercut can't get through. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Bell rings and we start the third. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Defense here at all. Catch and shoot. Miss with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Way through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. How about that time counter shot? He misses with the left uppercut. Good punch. Nice count. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. At it, round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
In the build up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Nothing back here in the round. And they figure out the combination to this set.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
He blocks the uppercut. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got a lot of skill. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over them eyebrows, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that. On to the 5th we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't play on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Incredible work rate. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than nothing.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Nice counter shot. Tried to score with the uppercut. That punch landed. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That bell could not have come. Let's start the sixth. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not clear. Be sharp.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
So you're getting in there with some of that so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That counter shot lands. The uppercut that did not score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Stamina is off the charts. And down goes Crawford. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Even I've got to...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Crawford. Here's the bell to start round 7. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head through.
There's a counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
punch, counter punch. The jab doesn't quite connect. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do. Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Oh, what a shot! What a shot! You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.
Wanna go?
We've been talented all along. We think we're fortresses made of stone, but we're just palaces made out of flesh and bone, waiting for our time to shine, to come home. Lord, please bless my castle of sand. Waiting on the battle, so a handle all in my hand. The war force is more toward my door with demands. More important than the fortune that you poured in my pan. From freestyling to recording advance, can you please reinforce all my borders and bands? I should've put it towards some plans. Want a forest, gotta water some plants. Normally ignoring the branch is par for the course, but when you hold a culture, you can't parkour over a part. You gotta march forth over your art. And for your fans, when you corner, gotta shorten your stance. Lessen your tails, Philly shell, don't orbit a dance. You hit a bell, then report to the band, and do whatever that the chorus commands. And for the grand, talented all along. Think we're fortresses made of stone, but we're just palaces made out of flesh and bone. Waiting for our time to shine, to come home. Lord, please bless my mansion of cards. If ever challenged, let us camp in the car. Or hang a hammock from a branch in the park. A planet made of uninhabited parts. Being anonymous don't grant you some dark. Even astronomers keep a camera on Mars. Satellite to track where you are and see your black as night, attack it with sparks. Fireworks are not a match for a star, and fire hurts, burns, blackens, and scars. Can still emerge, learn, attractive and sharp from out the ashes of galactic barrage. Yeah, it gets savage where they traffic mirage. It ain't no magic day in back of its secret hatches and frauds. You gotta take it back to the start. You gotta tap and learn to rap from the heart. Yeah, yeah. Talented all along.
Why you gotta be Roy against Roy? We got silver too.
to fight that round. That's his round. You've been coasting this fight.
I gotta take it on the chin.
What they say now? I like to welcome everybody out to the samurai. Indeed. Here we go, one side of this. Really neat. Very beautifully, very alliterated. A little battle raps for you. Little battle rap this. Really neat. What you got? Very beautifully alliterated. A little battle raps for you. So alive. So come on through. Big eyes looking like skies and binoculars. Two nights live singing by the opera house, but not in it. Just by it, someone alongside it, a long silence, a strong vibrant meditative
Prodigy. That nigga name, Prodigy.
So we're gonna fight in Atlantis. Why not? Hope you brought your raincoat and your flippers. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was gonna miss this.
It's time for our Tyson, the gentleman of boxing, Floyd Patterson, one of the best to ever do it in the heavyweight division.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
And with that, let's go into the ring and the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. Fighting out of the blue corner from Waco, North Carolina, a legend of the heavyweight division, a 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Floyd Patterson.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
Todd is one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Well done with that counter shot. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Tom. You're going to ignore them. Get on with your job.
What a round so far as we reach the halfway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than that bit.
Counter punch right up the middle. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. The stamina is off the charts. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Fury in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity. Here we go for round two. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Beautiful counter punch. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You wouldn't want to get a receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. Made for one another. This is with the jab. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Fury in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance without.
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won that hands down.
It's always coming. They exchange punches. Which fighter will say no mas? He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Perfect counter lands. fury in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. Here's the bell for round 4. Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because it's one that hands down.
Can't score with that hook again. Nice counter shot. He's going to punch himself out, though. Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Counter punching. You better start respecting each other's punching power. Down goes Fury. You up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
You like Todd? What a shot!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown. To make or break. Back into the fray here in round 5. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
They both want the knockout. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This fighter is spending a lot of energy in this round. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. The resistance to these blows just isn't the same. I don't care how good your chin is, a punch like that, and you're going down.
I need to see that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
But as King's tournament, these shots are telling you to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, bring it and move, get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the ball and somehow get to the end of the round.
We enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Fury in that last round. He's been knocked down. This is the beginning of round 6. Gotta get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This is red uppercut. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. There's a counter shot. Good counter punch. Punch, counter punch. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
This is what you're getting when you're feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Catch and shoot. The straight right just misses. Incredible work rate. Nice punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight. Here comes round 7. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Jab does not score. Holding nothing back here in the round. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crust. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about fury in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who. There's the bell to start round 8. And he blocks the left uppercut. Heavyweight is has he punched himself out? We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Perfect counter shot. to score with that left hook. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
Look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto around the first fight. Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe to toe with him. The second fight, he thought this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do anything to get the win. I've got to box him, I've got to destroy him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills, step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use pain with the win.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.